Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Welcome to lesson 2, video 2. I hope that you've taken the lessons of video 1 and applied them into notebook writing, thought expressing, texting, chatting, speaking with real people, and so on. And with no further ado, let's get into video 2. We are going to use what I call the verb timeline in this video. And this is going to build on some of the things that we began in lesson 1, video 1. It's this. How do you say I speak? Do you remember I speak Spanish? I speak. Okay. Hablo, that's present tense, right? I'm going to add estudio here. Estudio means I study, and we're going to put español here. Okay, so at this point, using this matrix, you could say I speak Spanish, hablo español, and I study Spanish, estudio español. This is almost a grammar lesson now, okay? But at the same time, the point of grammar is always to build conversation. So I'm not going to ask you to learn grammar just so that you can say, now I know the pluscuamperfect. No, like we want, it's the point of grammar is to build conversations. But without, nevertheless, this is a pattern thing, a grammar thing, right? Notice that hablo ends in O, estudio ends in O. That's going to be a theme. Okay, so I speak Spanish, hablo español. I study Spanish, estudio español. Tomo means I drink, and café means coffee. So if you drink coffee, say tomo café. I'll wait. Tomo café, right? If you don't drink coffee, what would you say? You would say no tomo café. Yeah. Just a couple more examples for good measure. Trabajo means I work. Okay, so if you work a lot, I'm just gonna give you some random words here. I work a lot would be trabajo mucho. Say that with me. Trabajo. J makes a J sound. Trabajo mucho. And just one more. Viajo means I travel. So if you travel often, you would say what? You would say viajo mucho. If you do not travel much, then you would say no viajo mucho. Okay? I drink much coffee, which is to say I drink a lot of coffee, right? Tomo mucho café. If you drink a lot of coffee, please write this down. Push pause and write this down for me. Write, I drink a lot of coffee, if that's the case. Tomo mucho café. Okay. If you don't drink much coffee, no tomo mucho café, then write that down for me. I really want to know. Write it down and hold it up and show it. Like push pause and write it down for real. Tomo mucho café or no tomo mucho café. Me personally, I would say tomo café. See, it's true. Tomo café. Pero no tomo mucho café. No tomo mucho café. Tomo poquito café. Okay. If you speak a lot of Spanish, say, hablo mucho español. V as in Victor. Hablo mucho español. If you don't speak much Spanish, then say, no hablo mucho español. Okay, so this is grammar because it's verb patterns, but it's not just for the sake of grammar, it's for the sake of expressing ideas. Tell me, do you drink coffee? Do you speak Spanish? Actually tell me, okay? Let's bring hablo over into the past tense. No waiting around for different tenses. We need different tenses right away. Hablo becomes hablé. Hablé means I spoke. Excuse me. So how would you say I spoke Spanish today? I spoke Spanish today. Today is hoy. Hoy means today. Silent H, of course, right? Hable español hoy. Listen, if you spoke Spanish today, then push pause, write down, and say out loud, Hable español hoy. And if you did not speak Spanish today, then say, no hable español hoy. Okay, take a second. Me personally, hable español hoy. Did you study Spanish today? If so, you guessed it, change the O to the E. Estudié español hoy. If you studied with Tony, like you're doing now, you could say, I studied Spanish with Tony. The word with is obviously going to be a word that you'll want to learn. Con, a lot of people know it already from chile con carne or something, arroz con pollo, But estudié español con Tony. Take a second, right? I studied Spanish with Tony today. Write that down, translate, practice, say it. Did you drink coffee today? If so, how do you think you say that, right? Change the O. Take a second. T-O-M-E with an accent. Tomé. I drank coffee. Tomé café. Tomé café. If you drank coffee today, write and say tomé café. If not, say no tomé café. Me personally, actually, no tomé café hoy. Did you work today? If so, trabajé. Trabajé. Did you work? If so, say trabajé. If not, say no trabajé. Me personally, sí, trabajé. Did you travel recently? If so, say viajé. If no, say no viajé, right? Did you travel to Mexico? If so, say viajé a Mexico, or viajé a New Orleans, or viajé a Spain, España. Last but not least, let's take a look at the pattern for the future. Okay, so we're going to take hablo, switch out that last letter like we've been doing, add AR. That gives us what's called the infinitive verb, right? The form of the verb that's like to do something. So I'm going to do this, or even I like to, or I want to do that. This is the infinitive form, to do it. And this is my mistake. We need voy a hablar. Okay, so I'm gonna speak is voy a hablar tomorrow, mañana. I'm going to speak Spanish tomorrow. I'm going to study. Again, you can do this without my help. Take off the O, leave the rest, add AR. I'm going to study. Are you going to study Spanish tomorrow? If so, tell me, voy a estudiar español mañana. Are you going to TOMAR? I'm going to drink coffee tomorrow. Voy a tomar café mañana. I'm going to work tomorrow. Trabajar. If you're going to work tomorrow, say voy a trabajar mañana. If not, say no voy a trabajar mañana. And finally, voy a viajar. I'm going to travel. Voy a viajar. I'm going to travel to Mexico. Be voy a viajar a Mexico. Or no, I'm not going to travel to Mexico. I'm going to travel to Spain. No voy a viajar a Mexico. Voy a viajar a España. All right. I know I said I don't do exercises, but let me give you a little translation exercise just to review, just for fun. Just translate this for me. I'm going to write hello. In your notebook, write the Spanish version, okay? Hi, my name is, and then your name. I'm from, ding, 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 ding. I live in, ding, 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 ding. Tell me where you live. I speak a little Spanish. Translate that. Say, I study Spanish. Say, I study Spanish with Tony. What did you do today? I drank coffee today. I studied Spanish with Tony today. And other than that, I worked today. Likewise, I'm going to study Spanish tomorrow, and I'm going to work tomorrow, and I'm not going to travel to Spain. I'm going to travel to Mexico. Yeah, you can do all of this. You can say all of this stuff, and you know what you got to do. You got to express thought with it. You've got to work it into your real life. Express thought in writing. Practice with people. And yeah, so that's our verb timeline lesson to begin building and getting the ball rolling on our structure. Take all the time you need with this. Take hours, days, weeks, whatever it takes to really work this into your routine. I'm going to stop this video here and have fun with this. We will pick back up on the next video.